What is up, guys? Mad Rambles episode 171 today. Back again with another video, as always. And I'm just going to jump straight into today's video because today I want to talk about the ability to always be learning and the importance of always being in a stage or a process of learning something new. Because when we're young, you go through school, you're constantly learning, Then you go to secondary school, constantly learning more. And then you leave, and most people either learn a trade, a skill, or they then go to university and learn and learn and learn. And then they get a job and continue to learn. But then at the point where they sort of got their job, they stop learning, they stop studying, they stop expanding their knowledge, and they almost settle and sit. And they become complacent in where they're at. And I think this has an effect on their whole entire life. Because when we're in school, we're given tests, we're given time frames to learn certain things, we're given goals. If you're in the UK, you're like 15, 16, you're working towards GCSEs. 17, 18, A levels or BTEC. 19, 20, 21, you're working towards your degree. 22, maybe if you do a master's, you're working towards a master's. So we're in a constant process of learning whereby there's a definitive achievement at the end. And there's almost a pressured time frame in which we have to learn something. And that time frame is constantly changing. We do GCSEs, next A levels, next degree, next masters, next PhD, blah blah blah. But most people stop. Most people stop at school, or if they go to university, they stop there. And lives become mundane. And you hear people talk about, the age 18 to 20 went by so slowly. But then you look at like 25 to 40 went by like that. And I generally think that's part and parcel because you don't break it up. You're not in a process of trying to achieve something. You're just letting life pass you by. You're just existing. You're just working. You're getting up, going, earning some money, getting pissed on the weekend, doing fuck all. Maybe have a little bit of something happening every now and again, and that's basically it. And I think it's exceptionally important to block out times in your life. Block out quarters. What is your goal for this quarter? What do we want to learn this quarter? How are we going to define what we've learned this quarter? What do our goals and results look like? If you're in school, you say, okay, I'm going to do my GCSEs. I hope to get an A, whatever grade you want to get. So you need to do this in life. And that can be defined in whatever way you want. If it's in the gym, say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym 6 days a week. I'm going to eat right 6 days a week, maybe have a cheat day, whatever. And then I'm going to progressively overload and increase my bench so that I get 100 kg, 150 kg, 200 kg, whatever, 50 kg, whatever it is, by this time period. So then you work towards it. And yeah, cool, you might not achieve it. You might get like, you aim for 100, you might get 90. Okay, what did I do wrong? Was it just the time frame wasn't long enough? Or was it that I didn't work as hard? Because then you can make changes to your life. And then you say, okay. I didn't get 100 kg, and it might be because I only really worked out 4 days a week. I only worked out 3 days a week. I missed a few bench sessions. I had a month off. I hurt myself. I injured there. I never ate right. And then you can chop and change and then focus, find a new goal, and then try and achieve that. And this needs to be done in every area of your life. So I think you need to have goals physically, like I just said with the gym. What do you want to achieve this quarter? What do you want to achieve next quarter? And so on and so forth. Personally, I think you should have a yearly goal and then split that into quarters. And then go, okay, this quarter I'm aiming towards this. And then you can almost split that into monthly blocks. You can split that into monthly blocks and say, okay, this month to get to my quarter goal, I will achieve this, which will help me get to my quarter goal, which will help me get to my yearly goal. This way, goals seem manageable as well. So many people get so overwhelmed by things and then they never start them, or they fail, or they quit, and they get stressed and anxious and depressed. It's because they're thinking so big. I've talked about this before about making sure that you think about initially what you want to achieve, you find a way to break it down into manageable chunks, and you only focus on the manageable chunks. Forget the rest. You already worked that out. You don't need to think about it. You know that if you focus on these manageable chunks, that will achieve the rest. You don't have to think about achieving the rest. And this is exceptionally important. And I think us as humans need to be in a state of learning. And learning something, learning a skill, learning a topic, whatever it may be, needs to be something that you try and implement alongside whatever it is in your life. And I think it's important to carve out times for this as well. Say, for instance, you're trying to do your business, whatever, obviously that takes priority, it is your money. But I think it's important to even just set aside maybe 2-3 hours a week just on this thing. Because the impact it will have on your life will be so much more profound. And personally, I know when I try to learn something, I feel very good about myself. I feel accomplished. I feel I've achieved stuff. Even when my business stuff isn't going amazing, I still feel like I've achieved stuff, which motivates me, propels me to do more business stuff. And I've talked before about having a select few things that you focus on, narrowing your focus. And people are going to be like, what? You just said learn, and now you're saying narrow your focus and do business? Yeah, because I think you can do both. What I mean by that is by saying, okay, I'm going to build a fitness-based business. So, something I'm going to learn is to do with business or fitness. Therefore, you really are only focused on one thing. You're focused on the business of fitness. You're focused on that. That's your life that consumes you. So you're either building something or you're learning to build something, but you're still learning. And that way, you'll be able to challenge yourself daily, and life will be able to move with you, not just past you. Try it, something to think about. I've been Keelan, been a good call. Peace.